What's up, New York Giants fans? The reality here with an actual video for y'all. So, excuse the messy hair, excuse the messy background. Here's my take on the New York Giants free agency plans. So obviously we've put together an amazing coaching staff. This leads me to believe that if the 2026 New York Giants fill out our roster properly and stay healthy, that we can live up to all this immense hype that has recently surrounded our team. So, we're probably going to be talking about a lot of things you guys already know if you're diehard Giants fans. But, like I said, this is just my take on everything. So, we have 6 major players that we are losing in free agency. We are losing a lot. We're losing a lot of people to free agency, but most of those names are depth pieces that don't really matter in the grand scheme of things. But as you guys know, our 6 main free agents: Wan'Dale Robinson, Illuminor, Van Roten, Nunez Roches, Cordell Flott, Dane Belton. Now, immediately out of those 6 names, if you could only bring one guy back, my choice is Cordell Flott. I would love to have Wan'Dale Robinson back, but if he's going to cost too much money, he can go. So, a lot of people are saying they want Illuminor back, and that if he doesn't come back, they want us to take a replacement at number 5 in the draft. Well, I definitely want to aim for that safety. His name is slipping my mind at the moment, but Harbaugh already said he would love to go get him if he's available at 5. If we could get that safety, that would be amazing. Now, that brings me to Dane Belton. Dane Belton's currently not a starter. He's not a starting safety on the Giants, but he is the immediate backup. He sees a lot of play time. He could easily be let go because if we land the safety at number 5, who's the best player in the draft, one of our current starters will get knocked down to Belton's position. So there's a lot of speculation. There's amazing wide receivers out there right now, such as A.J. Brown, who I don't know if I would want him just because of how much of a locker room crybaby he is. You know, you better get him the ball. But if he was crying about not getting the ball in Philly, I mean, he'd be on a team with Malik Neighbors here. So, but and then you got Tyreek Hill. I don't think Tyreek Hill's anywhere near the head case that A.J. Brown is, but he's coming off this crazy injury. Tyreek Hill has already shared a field with Jalen Waddle. So I think bringing somebody like Tyreek Hill in would be amazing for the New York Giants. If he could even be as half as he was in his best ever season, sharing the field with Malik Neighbors and getting the ball thrown to him by Jackson Dart would be amazing. So, if we could bring back Nunez Roches, that would be cool. If there's like some better player than him available for better money that we could work out, that could work too. But Roches is a starter on our line and not a bad player whatsoever. So last but not least, that brings us to Van Roten. And I would love to bring in Taylor Linderbaum. A lot of us Giants fans wanted to draft him in the first place, and now that he's a free agent, ex-Raven, we have John Harbaugh, we could bring him in. And now, would Linderbaum play center? We could move John Michael Schmitz over to right guard. John Michael Schmitz plays all 5 positions of the offensive line. So with that being said, if we could get Linderbaum, Tyreek Hill. Oh, my replacement for Illuminor. I want Elijah Vera Tucker really bad. When the season first ended, especially for the Giants, I think I was looking into this before the Super Bowl. Vera Tucker is one of the only 2 free agents I really want us to end up getting. To the point where I don't even remember who the other free agent I want off the top of my head is, because I did that a while back. But Wan'Dale Robinson, if we could replace him with Tyreek Hill, that would be amazing. Replacing Illuminor with Vera Tucker, replacing Van Roten with Linderbaum, replacing Nunez Roches. I don't even have a name to give you guys, but I would love to bring back Cordell Flott. I don't know if there's anyone in free agency better than Flott that would be like affordable. And then, like I said, we don't really need to replace Belton because we can get in the fifth draft, the 5th overall draft spot. Let's see. Give me one moment as I search this. Yeah, Caleb Downs. I don't know why I couldn't think of his name. Hopefully we get to draft Caleb Downs, number 5 overall, and then everything will work out just fine. So, my one glaring need was wide receiver before even knowing that we were like losing Wan'Dale. So, we still have Slayton, but we all know we want to upgrade Slayton. So, if we get Caleb Downs in the first, hopefully there will be a really good wide receiver to scoop up in the second, or maybe we can trade back into the first, grab a wide receiver. Or, worst case scenario, we don't get Caleb Downs and we land one of those, the top 2 wide receiver prospects. Because there's 3 really good players the Giants can grab, not including the offensive linemen, because I'm really hoping we address those offensive lineman starters in free agency, like I said. Assuming that, obviously the Raiders and the Jets both take a quarterback, we're almost guaranteed to get one of the guys that we would want. So, if we upgrade Slayton, then we could have Slayton as our number 4 guy. I just think our offense would be complete. We're going to need to either bring back Bellinger or replace Bellinger just for tight end depth. But guys, if we succeed in these plans, we will have a nightmarish offense. When you look at us possibly having one of the best wide receiver trios in the NFL, especially just wide receiver duo, if we got Tyreek Hill and Malik Nabers. But if we had a complete wide receiver trio, even if you include Slayton in there, if we don't end up upgrading Slayton, with Bellinger, Scadaboo, Tracy, Jackson Dart, not only do defenses have to prepare for our pass attack, our run game, but they'd have to worry about the dual threat quarterback as well. The New York Giants would literally have a Baltimore Ravens, Buffalo Bills type offense, but even better. If Jackson Dart's really the future, if Jackson Dart can end up being on par with Lamar and Allen, if not better, I think Scadaboo can easily be a Derrick Henry, James Cook types running back, if not better. And then we all know the Ravens and the Bills suffer from not having wide receivers. We would have Nabers and Hill, and we would be the New York Giants would be a better Ravens and Bills. And now that I'm saying that also just because we have Harbaugh. The Bills haven't been able to get it done, and they just lost their head coach. The Ravens haven't been able to get it done, and now we have their head coach. But the Ravens and Bills have always been a good team. So if we have the Ravens head coach and we have a better all-around offense, we can be a legit threat. And the Giants play in the NFC, which is the worst of the 2 conferences over these last few years when you talk about all the elite quarterbacks in the game. Pat Mahomes, Lamar Jackson, Joe Burrow, Josh Allen, they're all in the AFC. So the path to the Super Bowl looks nice. And this year, the NFC dominated. I really only see our competition being like the Seahawks. We'll have to see how other teams around the league get better and fix their teams as well. But, man, I think our New York Giants team at full health could have beat that Patriots team in the Super Bowl, no problem. Though the Patriots most likely won't make it back. I mean, you gotta go back to assuming the top 5 AFC teams, the Bills, the Chiefs, the Texans, the Bengals, maybe not the Ravens anymore. Maybe not without Harbaugh, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. So I think we truly can live around the hype. And like I said, getting Caleb Downs, getting a wide receiver to upgrade Slayton in the second round of the draft, or moving back up into the first if possible, and then using the remaining picks we'll have throughout the draft to add to our O-line depth and our secondary depth. I think the Giants will have amazing starters front to back, amazing depth front to back. And then last but not least, we need a new kicker. This will probably stir up some controversy, but future Hall of Famer, possibly the GOAT, ex-Raven, Justin Tucker. Let's not scrutinize him just because he wanted some happy endings. I think bringing Justin Tucker in would be amazing. Somebody that's insanely reliable to make field goals. I know before he got suspended, he was having his worst season ever, but hopefully he can get his head on straight and go back to where he was. These are my plans. Let me know if you guys agree with them. Let me know how your plans differ. If you're not already subs to the channel, please sub. If you're a diehard Giants fan, you gotta sub. If you're a diehard sports fan, you gotta sub. I am a big Giants fan. I'm a season ticket holder, but I love the NFL. I talk about all sports updates when I can. I've talked about WWE on the channel. I've talked about baseball on the channel. I mean, I want to do as much as possible, but first and foremost, this is a New York Giants channel. I am 3Reality NYG, but this is secondary NFL channel. Third, I don't know what the word for that is, but you guys understand what I'm saying. If you're still listening to me yap on, definitely subscribe, click the bell, turn on all notifications, drop the freaking comments. Let me know what you guys think. If you agree with me, what you would do differently. If you don't agree with me at all, if you think I'm stupid. But please, 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 especially if you're a diehard Giants fan, if you are a diehard NFL fan, subscribe to the channel. And if you are a diehard sports fan, a diehard Giants fan, I know you have friends that are as well. So please share this video with them. Tell them to do the same. If they watch it this far, they'll hear it from me. But thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys so much for listening to my opinions. Let's go Giants. Let's get the freaking Super Bowl, guys. Come on. Jackson Dart, Scatterboo, Neighbors, John Harbaugh. Let's go. I can't wait to see the rumors continue. Free agency is just 3 weeks away. 3 or 4 weeks away, I don't remember, but the draft will be a month after that, and then, we got the dreaded, May, June area, where nothing really happens, and then July leads up to preseason, then before you know it, the season will be here. In those 1 or 2, maybe 3 dead months, the Yankees will be starting, and hopefully the Knicks will be making it to the finals, and hopefully the Islanders will be making it to the Stanley Cup. I'm going to stop wasting your guys' time. If you're still watching, I appreciate you so much. I'm going to beat the dead horse one more time. Please subscribe, turn on all notifications, like, comment, and share. I didn't mention that earlier either. Liking, the simplest, boom, click. You did it already, right? You do it. It's free. Thank you. It helps the channel so much. And takes 2 seconds to drop a comment, hit enter. You can do all these things while watching me talk. Hit the subscribe button, turn on all the notifications. And now that the video's over, thank you guys so much. Forever 3Reality. I love everybody that loves me. Hit that share button, share it to as many people as possible. Love you guys. Bye.